Now, you will bear me witness, since the handshake and the BBI, a lot has been said, and the handshake gave rise to the BBI report. And the journey has been tough, long, and also hard to bear. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. After the handshake, the BBI, now we have the BBI initiative that has given rise to the BBI draft bill that has Kenyans to decide whether to adopt it or not. Let's look at the journey of the BBI report.
The Building Bridges initiative, founded on the historic 9th of March 2018 handshake between President Uhuru Kenyatta and opposition leader Raila Odinga, began the year 2020 on a higher note. The term of the Yusuf Haji-led BBI task force had been extended after presenting its first report at a colourful event at the Bomas of Kenya on November 27, 2019. The 14-member task force then embarked on another round of public participation exercise and a series of validation hearings where business leaders, union leaders, the youth, the political class, and Kenyans from all walks of life presented their submissions.
It is our submission also that we need to remove from our heads the discussion of the institution of the Senate from the people who are sitting there at the moment, including ourselves.
County assemblies are the ones who are mandated to oversight the county executive, but at times in most of our counties it doesn't really seem to be working quite as envisaged.
Unless you ring-fence the fund, governors have found a way very cleverly to make, and mischievously, to make sure that those ward representatives are not elected.
Government agencies should be free to make their own decisions rather than be under the direction of a central agency that may be prone to political manipulation.
This second phase of the BBI process was, however, slowed down by the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, which necessitated restrictions such as social distancing to curb the spread of the virus. But even then, enforcement of these measures took a political twist, as political antagonists on BBI cited selective application of the protocols. Months down the line, however, on the 21st of October 2020, the BBI task force presented a final report on the submissions collected to President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga at State Lodge in Kisii County, just a day after the Mashujaa Day celebrations.
This document is not about this individual's presidency and that individual's prime ministership, that individual's this. No. This is about all of us.
It will then be publicly unveiled on the 26th of October 2020 at the Bomas of Kenya, albeit with divided opinion on its process and contents.
How fair will be a league where the referee is appointed by teams, and not all the teams, some teams?
A document whose objective is really nothing more than to find what ails our country and hopefully give us a solution that will heal our country.
We don't want wengine wanakwenda sisi tunasema la si nini. No, let's bring it here. The disabled have spoken and they've been heard. Wakina mama wameongea na wamesikizwa. Vijana kila mtu ameongea na tutasikizwa. Do we want this to be a unifying process?
Calls for further amendments and consensus building were seen as attempts to derail the process.
Don't dare us to a contest or to a competition. We are not interested. We are interested in the merit of the good we want in our constitution. We want a good constitution. We want a progressive constitution. We are not interested in a contest.
Sasa wanasema ati sasa tayari tafadhali tuongee ili tusiwe na mapambano, tusiwe na mchuano. Lakini mimi kama mwanasiasa sijajua pale ambayo kuna ile kura ya maoni, yani referendum, ambaye hakuna pande mbili.
The train has left the station. You can catch up, you can run, na tuseme vile tunasemanga kwa Kiswahili udandie.
Sasa wanatuambia the train has left the station and they no longer have the time, the desire and the need to listen to millions of Kenya. Na tunawaambia waende pole pole.
Already 25% ya registered voters wamesema yes kwa hii safari. Lakini wanasema safari ya mamba pia kuna kenge. So lazima utasikia tu wengine wakipiga kelele hapo na pale. Sisi hatuangalii nyuma.
So kwa hii yes or no, debe iamue, wananchi wa Kenya waamue.
What followed was the launch of a signature collection drive seeking to support the Constitution Amendment Bill of 2020 that further ran into political headwinds.
I appeal to the patriotic Kenyans to come out in record numbers and append their approval in a record time so that we move to the next chapter.
Na wengine watakuja watafanya amendment ingine. Na ndipo tunasema katiba yu hai.
Resilience paid off again with the BBI Secretariat revealing that it had collected over 5 million signatures to facilitate the constitutional amendments, surpassing the constitutional threshold of 1 million signatures to take the bill to the county assemblies for debate. Proponents of the initiative remained optimistic that the Constitution Amendment Bill of 2020 will get a nod from the majority of county assemblies and that it would be passed as soon as it is presented in Parliament to set the stage for the referendum.
Again, we are ready as National Assembly and the Senate to come back once the counties will have also disposed of it. And I also expect the counties to take below a month. What are you doing with this document?
The additional seats ambazo mmeongeza katika BBI proposal is something that is making us from the Central Region area to be very comfortable with BBI, and we are very, very much supportive, and we will ensure that BBI proposal, when the bill comes to the National Assembly, tutaipitisha kwa sababu tunataka hizo viti.
And as the country still grappled with the COVID-19 pandemic, queries arose over the referendum's timing and cost.
It is legitimate to question the wisdom of spending 14 billion shillings a year before an election that will cost us another 42 billion going by the 2017 figures of the IEBC, when a referendum could be conducted as the 7th ballot in a general election at a virtually no cost.
Ile bill ambayo iko mbele yetu ni bill ambayo iko katika kamati ya Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, na hiyo bill haisemi ati referendum na uchaguzi ifanywe pamoja. Inasema Wakenya wafanye referendum saa yote wanataka, na uchaguzi pia inajulikana wakati yake.
Watu wanaosema ati election ikuwe held at the same time as the referendum, then you wonder yourself, then why do we have the referendum after all? Because the referendum's main idea is to cure the problem of post-election violence and strife.
Mimi nilikuwa nasema tufanye hii BBI tukifanya uchaguzi. But kama kumaliza hii maneno itatufanya tufocus katika hiyo safari ya mbele, I am ready. Na tuko tayari.
If the challenges the BBI has overcome and is prepared to overcome can be likened to the pangs of labor, then Kenyans hope that the eventual bundle of joy will break the cycle of divisive politics that has bedeviled the country during and after general elections. For Channel 1 NDA Review, I'm Safin Aching Oma.